Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Roman. You're probably watching this. You probably run a general contracting or a roofing business or any type of home service business, and you're coming to a point where you're trying the marketing strategies, but I noticed that you are probably most likely not trying paid advertising. Why are people scared of it? Because it's kind of a mindset thing, because they look at it as a risk, not as an opportunity, not as an opportunity to scale and grow your brand, right? They think it's like a risk, it might be a liability for the company. It's really not. It's really not. Like when I tell a company, when they interview a lot of agencies, when they want to interview marketers or in-house marketers, they need to ask a couple questions like, okay, first show me your previous clients' work. A lot of them don't. A lot of them don't do that. Then ask for, hey, can you give me references of the clients that you still work with, not past clients, current clients that you still work with them, give them a call, ask them how their process has been, how much I guess they spend, what's their return on investment, right? And then another thing too, that a lot of marketers, the reason why they're not really successful and why home service businesses don't want to hire them is because they don't really care about the quality of leads. So what they usually do is, like for example, a lot of marketers they run Facebook ads because it's no offense, it's pretty brain dead and it's very simple. There's not much skill involved with that. So with Facebook ads, the pros and cons with that is the cost per lead is ridiculously super low. It's super low, but um, the pros is that you're gonna get a lot of leads. But the biggest con that I always tell contractors to avoid Facebook ads, the quality of leads is bad. What does that mean? So you're either going to get a cheap client or you're going to get a client that maybe doesn't want the project right away, maybe a couple of years. Because I used to run a general contracting company myself. I handled all the client acquisition and the growth management for my company, and I was subcontract work. So because I tried everything, I tried all types of advertising for like every single type of platform, Google Ads, Facebook Ads, Thumbtack, Angie's, Home Advisor, everything, right? And the reason why most people do Facebook is because it's cheap. You get a lot of leads, but the quality is bad. So like one time I sent my sub out for an appointment, and the homeowner told my sub, and my sub got pretty mad that they wanted the project in like 2 3 years. So it's like, why do we waste our time? Because you need to understand what the I guess consumer's mind is at the moment when they see your ad. When they're on Facebook and they're scrolling through, they're not actively searching for that type of service. It just maybe they're right before they're going to bed, they're scrolling with their husband or wife, whoever the female or male is. They're not actively searching, and they just pop up and it brings them an idea. And they either tell their partner or their self, they're like, oh, maybe we need a bathroom remodeling. Oh, maybe we can get a roof replacement. Or if you're smart roofing company, say, hey, we can get you a roof replacement for $97. You can file a claim, right? Um, so it's either if you have a really good offer, and most of the time when clients try to do a good offer, they try to do the cheapest price or the highest percentage off for labor, right? So basically, you guys are competing off price, not based off your brand and quality. So that's why you deal with a lot of cheap and nasty clients because your offer is doesn't really make sense and your company's not going to be that profitable. Um, that's why I tell my clients to always do Google. Why Google's way better? Because yes, your cost per lead, cost per acquisition is way higher than Facebook, but the quality of leads and the I guess target revenue or cost per acquisition, yes, it's higher, but the revenue is going to be triple, maybe 5 times as much as Facebook, because you can really narrow down the niche and the types of jobs you want. Like for example, if you want to only get $100,000 roof replacement jobs, it's very simple. You can either target for commercial roofs, or you can target, I guess, not commercial but high end residential roofs, right? You can really target that. You can really make it like your lead form have more questions, and basically if the lead form does not qualify, you can just disqualify the lead. So you can have a lot of more, I guess, narrow processes to make your roofing campaign or whatever campaign you want to do more successful. Like for example, the average cost per lead for a roofing client I have in California is around $120 a call. On Facebook, it's around $40 a lead. So here's an example. Would you rather spend $120 off the bat on a high quality lead, or spend, I guess, 120 on what, three leads, but they're bad quality? So it's all about how much volume you want and what's your budget. So what I really recommend for clients to start off with their budget is, for GCs, I recommend 1500. 1500 is that sweet starting point where you're probably going to get around the call a day or a call every other day. Because if you have your budget lower than 1500 a month, um, what Google does, Google is like, okay, you're not that serious. I'm just going to throw you in the bottom. And that's not going to be that good. But for roofers, it's a little bit different. I recommend anything 2K and above. So it's the same formula for roofing, because the cost per call for roofing is higher than GC's. GC's cost per call or cost per lead should be anywhere from 60 to 100, and for roofing is anywhere from 80 to 150, I guess, cost per lead. Um, so you gotta take notes. You gotta understand. Okay, what's your average conversion rate? A lot of contractors I talk to, they don't understand what their, I guess, average cost per conversion. So I'm like, okay, um, how do you not know? Do you not track, okay, out of 10 jobs, how many of them do you close? What's your average ticket job you usually go for or you get? They don't track this. So you guys, starting now, like right now it's Christmas. So Merry Christmas, guys, if you're watching this. But starting New Year, what I want you guys to do is track every single estimate you do. How much revenue is it? And then how many, I guess, out of 10 or 100 appointments do you close? You need to understand your appointment setting. You need to understand, okay, where are you going wrong? Is it your estimates? Is it you not following up? Is it you not going to the appointments on time? Right? There's so many ways contractors go wrong, and they simply don't understand. Like for example, is their sales rep awful? Is their subs not reliable, not showing up on time? There's so many factors that um, the contractors or home improvement people, they don't really pay that much attention. They just give them a piece of paper as an estimate and they just walk away, and it's just a commodity business. It's not really serious, because you got to understand why homeowners pick more expensive people. It's not just because of the quality, it's just because of the experience, right? So it's like, for example, we have a company here. I don't want to give out a name. Maybe if, I don't know if they don't like this video, whatever. But people hire them knowing that they're one of the most expensive people, but they're hiring them for the experience. They're hiring for the quality, right? If you're just always trying to bid the lowest to get the job, they know that you're not going to have a good experience. They know that you're not going to have a, I guess, highest quality. So why do you want to do that? So what I tell contractors to do is build yourself a personal presence. When you show up for the appointment, like talk about your story, try to build a relationship with the clients, right? Not just look at the job, take the measurements, give a piece of paper out, just walk away, never see their face again. That's not how you do it. And then when you send out an appointment or when you send out an estimate, you need to have a very strong follow up plan. Texting them once a day, once a week, calling them every day or every other day is all right. But a really strong method that not a lot of people do is, this might be illegal, but let's say you lose the bid, or you call the client, they're thinking about, this client's cheaper, and blah, 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 they make some random excuse. Ask the client, like, if you really want to land a job, this is only if you really want to land a job. I would tell the client, hey, give me the estimate, I'll look over it, like the lowest bidder. I will guarantee that I can bid it if the estimate makes sense. Okay? So what you do is you take a look at the client, check their history, check if they're licensed, insured, blah blah blah. If they're not, you just politely inform the client that, hey, I just looked at this contractor. He's not licensed, insured. I'm just giving you this warning. And another thing, strategy you could to ask the client is, hey, if the price was not involved at all, if everyone gave you the same price, who would you hire, right? Would they hire you, right? If they would hire you, that means they want the experience. But if they don't hire you, that means either your estimate's way too high on the job, or I guess you're not that known as a company. So what I recommend is have a second in-person appointment. Yes, it's a little bit more time consuming, but trust me, your conversion rate will skyrocket. So the average conversion rate in this industry is anywhere from 15 to 30%. And I tell my roofing clients that, hey, after you send your appointments out, go for second estimate or second in person. Maybe you might give a cheaper price second time. Who knows, guys? It's whatever works for you the best. You need to experiment, right? Each company, each scenario is always going to be different. So you need to always have a very strong follow-up plan because a lot of times what drops off is they get the lead, they get the appointment, and then from the appointment to sending an estimate, all of a sudden it just drops. Like, what happened there? And a lot of people don't track that. So you need to really have a good strategy, keep everything tracked, know where something's going wrong. Because I'm telling you, every single business is always a flaw. There's not always going to be an A plus business, not always going to be a perfect scenario. There's always going to be a flaw in a business. So, a couple tips: show up for appointments within 24 hours. Follow up, head for a second appointment. If you're don't never do the cheapest pricing. If you try to always do the cheapest bid, you're gonna go out of business. Be confident with your pricing. Be dominant. Don't be like, oh, I can work with you. No, this is my price. This is what we can do for you. Okay, that's pretty much it. So if you guys have any other questions, shoot a comment down below. I'm trying to post more on YouTube, just daily discussions about my videos. I don't expect this to get many views, but if you are serious about scaling your business, scaling your brand, guys, check the description below, book a call with me, and let's have a conversation about your business. Nothing serious, guys. Other than that, well, if you're watching this for Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you're watching this 2025, 2026, whatever year it is, Happy New Year's and best of luck to your business, guys. Take care.